aim in this lesson is to work out a way of giving the location of this midpoint when we're given a point A and a point B. Now we're going to give these points in the form of ordered pairs or coordinates. So the answer for this will be in the form of some x value and another y value. So that's what we've got to be looking for. The interval is the line that joins A and B, so that distance from A to B is called the interval. Midpoint is the halfway point. So let's see how this is done. Firstly, let's remind ourselves of how to plot these points. There's a point here, we'll call this point A, and we'll call this point B. And you'll notice there are two values for A, two values for B. And this relates to the fact that you've got an x value here and a y value here. That's your x-axis, and there's your y-axis. When we plot these, the first value is always the x value. So if I'm going to plot the point A, I'm going to go down to 2 here. I'm not going to mark on all the numbers, we'll just count them along. There's 2. And this is the y value here. And so here's the y value, we'll go up to 1 here. So where these points cross, x2 and y1, that's the location of our point A. So you can go ahead and do the same for point B. There's 2 and 7. There's your x value here. So we need 2 again, but this time we go to a y value of 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go, up to here. So where the 2 value and the 7 value, where they cross, we get our point B. Now the idea will be to find the midpoint between these two. So let's draw a line from here to here, straight line, and find the midpoint. Now in this particular case, it's not actually too hard to find the midpoint, because all we really need to do is to count how many spaces there are. So in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we go down 3 spaces and go to that point there, that would be our midpoint. So we could find the x value by going down to here, that's 2, and going across to here for the y value part. So we'll need to count up 2, 3, 4, and there's our location right there. So there's our midpoint value, midpoint of 2 and 4 between the points A and B. Now what I'd like you to do is to pause your video for a moment, do B on your own, and then start the video again and see how you go. Alright, let's see how we went with this one. I'd actually call this point A and this point B just as a reference. This is our x value and this is our y value for the x and y axis. Alright, we need x equal to 1, so that would be here, and y equal to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's probably easier to write all the numbers in when you're doing these, but just for the sake of this exercise, we'll just write in the ones that we need. So that would be the point A, and that's given by the point 1 and 5. So we could write it just like that. Now point B has an x value of 6, so we'll count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is there. And it's got a y value of 5, so it's actually along a line just like this. So there we go, 6 and 5. Now the job here is to find out the midpoint between here and here. And once again, all we need to do really is to count how many there are. So let's have a look. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that's interesting because we've got to break that into a half. So that would be 2.5 along to here. But of course, if we wanted to give that point, the x value is down here. So let's try that. That'd be 1, 2, 3.5. So the midpoint will be given by an x value of 3.5, and the y value, take it across to the y-axis, is 5. You'll notice all the y values are 5, which indicates that it's on a straight line, a horizontal straight line. So that should be your answer.